Hey everybody, it's me, Tami DeVine for Wave TV. Here's a look at what you'll find in Wave newspapers this week. It's a blessing to me. Anything good now is a blessing to me. Those are the words of 62-year-old Andrew Wilson, who's counting his blessings as a free man after a judge released him from custody in mid-March. Wilson spent nearly 3 decades in jail for a crime his attorneys say he didn't commit. Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Laura F. Priver released him from Los Angeles County Men's Central Jail March 15th after a hearing. The Loyola Law School's Los Angeles Innocence Project helped convince the judge and prosecutors that Wilson's constitutional rights were violated, and he was granted a request to vacate his November 1986 conviction for the stabbing death of 21-year-old Christopher Hansen. After spending more than half his life in jail, Wilson met his family outside as he beamed with joy at restarting his life as a free man. He shook as he spoke to the news media following his release. His daughter, Katrina Burks, held him closely during the press conference. Filled with joy when she saw her father, she simply cried out, "I can't breathe. I couldn't breathe." Wilson wore a red Loyola t-shirt saying, "Loyola Law School gave me the backbone and the strength to keep going. 3 years ago," he said, "they gave me reason to think that it was going to happen." What a good, feel-good story there. California U.S. Democratic Representative Karen Bass has introduced a bill to designate the post office at 4040 West Washington Boulevard in L.A. in honor of Marvin Gaye. The musician spent the latter part of his life in L.A., and his family continues to live close to the post office to be named in his honor. Representative Bass says that Marvin Gaye's music has transcended generations and gave the 70s and 80s a sound. It's something legendary radio host Lee Michaels of Hot 92.3 The Beat.com echoed.
What strikes me most about Marvin, he was ahead of his time. The songs that he wrote back in the 70s and even earlier are still relevant today. When he did Mercy, Mercy Me, the ecology, we still have the same problems with the mercury in the water, harming our fish. I see Marvin as a guy who was speaking out, who is giving a voice to people who were not heard, the voiceless. I wish he was here today with the technology that we have today. He was a trouble man. He definitely had issues like most people, but his creativity was second to none. To be down with the everyday guy, Marvin was happy doing that. Mm-hmm. That's an incredible thing for a guy of his stature and accomplishments, to care about the little guy. Mm-hmm. Marvin was that kind of guy.
Plans for a possible ribbon-cutting ceremony will be developed as the bill gets closer to passage. But Karen Bass's rep says sometimes these bills take a bit of time. Doesn't everything through Congress? Thanks to Ann Artley for getting that interview with the great Lee Michaels there of Hot 92.3 TheBeat.com. All right, well, looking ahead in the coming week, young people in Inglewood are scheduled to compete in an upcoming talent show. The Inglewood alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc. is presenting the Jabberwock Talent Slam from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. March 25th at the Barnstall Art Park, 4800 Hollywood Boulevard. Inglewood residents ages 11 to 25 will compete in visual arts like drawing and painting and performing arts like singing, dancing, and spoken word. Cash prizes will be awarded. The event also features an art walk, silent auction, food, and vendors. General admission is $35 and tickets are available online at JabberwockTalentSlam2017.eventbrite.com. Don't forget that part. All funds raised go toward the Inglewood Alumni Chapter scholarships and programs for youth. That's it for now on Wave TV. You can read much more on these stories and others on wavenewspapers.com. For all of us here, I'm Tami DeVine. See you next time.